What's up, guys? This is Shams11 and welcome to the bridge on Xbox One. This is brought to us by the fantastically named the Quantum Astrophysicists Guild. What a name for a developer. And little shout out and a huge thank you to Ty Taylor, who is the director, designer and programmer of the bridge. Not only did he allow me to play this game, he's even allowed me to play it early, so thank you ever so much. Like I say, guys, I am playing this early. This is an early release. This game will be released in a few days on August the 14th. And we have ourselves a puzzle game, a very beautiful hand-drawn puzzle game. The blurb, the release junket, says that it is MC Escher meets Isaac Newton, and I think that's incredibly accurate. Essentially what we have is a guy wakes up by a tree with an apple hitting him, and he wanders into his house, and all the doors open up to these weird worlds. And in each of them, essentially, the objective is get to the door. It starts off on this first level where we literally just get to the door and press the button. Later on, we have keys that we need to unlock. Even further on, we have up to 4 locks that all require different keys as well to unlock the door. And the way we get there is we basically tilt. Left thumbstick moves your character left and right. Other than that, the only other real controls are either right trigger and left trigger, or RB and LB, rotate the world clockwise and counterclockwise. Every now and then, obviously, we get to the door, we have to open the door, and we get to these areas where it actually inverts the gravity. And that's just A. And that is all the controls we have. Now, if this game seems a bit familiar to you, this came out in 2013 originally on Steam and Xbox 360. And I'll be honest with you, if you've had those versions, you may be possibly a bit disappointed with the Xbox One version because there is nothing new here. This isn't a director's cut. There's no different ending or extra levels. It is exactly the same game. And that is my only gripe. If you haven't played this before, or like me, it's been a good few years, then it's a thoroughly enjoyable puzzle game. Now, we're quite lucky at the moment. This summer there's an awful lot of idea Xbox games coming out, and quite a few of them have that puzzle element to them. But they're all generally just pretty much get to this area and press the button. While essentially all we're doing is getting to a door and pressing the button, the way you get there is much trickier than any of the other puzzle games. You will have to think about this as the game goes on. You cannot just randomly press all the buttons. It's like having a Rubik's Cube. You cannot just randomly twist everything and hope that it works. It won't. You're going to have to think about this. And that's what I like. Because the sense of achievement is there. Now, having said that, with the game being this old, there are full guides available on YouTube, obviously. So you can just pick this up and follow the guides, but really you are missing out on such a sense of achievement and a really good puzzle game. For those of you that have OCD, you may want to avoid this one. There is not a single achievement that has a rounded number. They're all odd ones. I think the first achievement I got was for 47G. There's a 53G, a 19G. There's all sorts of weird numbers, which is fantastic. There are 20 achievements in all. You will get a fair chunk of them just for completing the worlds. Now, there are 8 worlds. Each world is split up into 6 levels, so you have 48 levels, which is really quite a lot because, as I say, you will blitz through the first 6, 12, probably no problems at all. Already by kind of world 3, you'll hit some tricky ones, and from 4 onwards, you really are going to have to be using your brain quite well. The rest of the achievements are quite unique. Some of them are use levels without walking, without making noise, only using so many moves, etc, etc. And then there are collectibles to find. Now, they are dotted all over the place, and I'll be honest with you, you are going to have to use a guide because it is not obvious where these are. You have to do some really quite peculiar things. I'll give you a clue. If you know the Konami code, you're going to be finding one of them. And that is the time when I have used a guide. I'll be honest with you. I did on the 360 and I have it on the Xbox One. But I have to say, overall, I really like this game. I think the graphics are beautiful. I think it's really nicely drawn. I like the music. I like the atmosphere. I like the fact that you're constantly thinking, am I awake? Am I asleep? Is this, the real world? Am I trapped in my own mind going mad? and I like that. And the world's kind of, as you've probably noticed, they start off, just a normal corridor, and then they slowly break in this, that, and the other. And really, on the last clip here, it shows that you've got the two different gravities. You'll have one ball going one direction, one going the other direction, and it's a fantastic feat of planning of the puzzle element towards the game. It's really quite clever how this will make you use perspective very heavily to work out how you're going to do things. You will think that you can't walk there, but you can. You'll think that places to get to are impossible, but they're not. And it really is a credit to the Quantum Astrophysicists Guild, and as I say, Ty Taylor, who has pretty much done most of this on his own. Overall, guys, I highly recommend this. Out August the 14th. If you haven't played it already, keep an eye out. And I certainly would be picking up a copy. As always, if you've enjoyed this, please do give me a little thumbs up, leave me a comment below, or come find me on Twitter at Shambles11. I'm doing plenty of things on Idea Xbox games, so always worth coming back and having a look. But this is really one of the better ones that's out there this summer, and I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. Till next time.